How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Unsigned Pop Punk Podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Ternowski. With me, we got Andrew from the Atlanta band The Carolyn on the show. Andrew, welcome.
Yo, yo, thanks for having me.
How are things over in the Atlanta, Hotlanta?
Yeah, I'm currently roasting on my porch.
Yeah.
We definitely earned the name, and but overall, I think they're as good as they can be in 2025. The
I
timeline we're currently on.
I love I mean, over 200 episodes now, people will probably notice I'm a good old person when it comes to small talk in the beginning, and I so many times ask about the weather, but the weather's crazy everywhere,
Yeah,
so and since I live in Duluth, Minnesota, where it is either super duper hot and muggy in the summer, sorry, or just freezing balls the rest of the year. Uh, I'm always interested.
I can't imagine it stays too oppressively hot very long.
No, 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 no. I think like so I'm lucky. I'm a lucky bougie guy. I've got central air and
Oh,
which
nice.
is crazy for, Duluth, Minnesota. Um, but it's what our house, came with.
Yeah,
I didn't put it in, but it's really good because, it's, air conditioning and, our heat. So, yeah, because
yeah,
you need heat most of the year.
fair enough.
Yeah, we use the air conditioning maybe like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, maybe.
Sure, yeah.
But I mean, summertime 80s is pretty good around here.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I feel like up until recently it's been in the 90s consistently,
Yeah.
and that with humidity is just not ideal.
Um, so I I know we're not getting to the food stuff. That's food isn't the normal part yet. But man, okay, you know what? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save
Oh
it.
man,
I'm gonna save it.
you're,
I
you're teasing
tricked you.
me.
I teased you, but I have a thought that like 'cause I watch a lot of certain things on TikTok. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right.
All
Uh
right.
let's talk about the band here. So you've released a slew of singles so far
Hmm.
off that are going to be off of the new LP, The Pyramid Scheme of Grief, which is a
Hmm.
fucking cool ass name, by the way.
Yeah. Ironically, I have it right here. I
Look
came
at that.
prepared. These records came early,
Oh,
baby.
look at
Yeah,
that
I'm way more
sexy cover.
excited about the artwork than I am the actual record. Not to say I don't love the record. I mean, the record's cool, whatever. But man, that's a fucking bitchin' album cover that
That's a really cool album cover.
yeah, Heather from Sick Pleasure did it for us, and really, really appreciative of them and allowing us to use it. So excited.
It's beautiful. I love it. I love That's one of my favorite things about a vinyl record, though, is, getting that big form of the artwork,
Hmm.
That was always the fun with, CDs. CDs had the inserts, all that cool stuff, but vinyl, you got to have a good cover.
I agree. So
Or,
we tried to rise to the occasion with this one for sure.
so did you go with any fancy colors for the vinyl, or is it classic black? What did
Yeah, so if memory serves, this particular one I'm holding is cherry.
Whoo! Oh,
I don't
that's
know how well
nice.
that's showing up on
It's
Zoom,
It looks good to me.
but
That's
yeah,
nice.
really cool variant. We also have a blue variant called Laguna, and we also have Jade, which is green, which is available in the UK web store. So yeah,
Wow.
three total.
That's cool. That's another fun thing about collecting vinyl, man. Getting those variants.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like on one hand, and like they're designed to, like actually like consume the art or whatever and have an experience. But I mean, I totally get how people want to collect them like baseball cards too. Like I'm kind of about the different variants for better or for worse.
Yeah, especially depending on what it is, who it is, I always like like to pick my favorite, like when an album will come out and like, okay, that's the one I'm going for. I want that one.
Mhm.
But there's so many cool ones.
We try
How
to be tactful with these colors and have it match the cover for whatever it's worth. I don't know if we picked the right ones, but
That's smart. I like how much thought, you put into like the artwork and like having the record match the artwork, and that's cool. So
yeah.
does the album kind of like fit with the artwork theme a bit?
Uh, yes and no. I mean, that's actually a really great question. I think the guiding, like my North Star for going this route as far as the art goes was I was just such a fan of Sick Pleasure and have been for years. And I said to myself, like, if this is the last record we're ever gonna make, like Heather has to do it. Like regardless of the outcome, like that was just really, really important to me. Um, yeah, just such a fan of what Heather does. So yeah, I don't know if it's like totally reflective of the lyrical content or what have you, but it was important to me that Heather did it.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. So how's the response been for the new singles, White Russians and The Infinite Void, Nosebleeds, 75 milligram prologue? How's everybody taking it, and what can fans expect from the rest of the album?
Yeah, pretty positive. I mean, some of like our people that have been like following us since the inception of the band, I don't they might not know what to make of some of the songs because they're even shorter. Like a couple of them are
Yeah.
even shorter than previously,
Yeah, like
with some of our other stuff,
I
which
think
is our
I
songs
think
are already short,
I think like White Russians is like a minute and 43 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, and I want to say 75 like maybe hit 60 seconds. I'm
Yeah.
not even sure. So I do there does seem to be this like implicit like are these like jingles or are these songs, But that's like a
Could
little bit on
can it be
purpose. Like
both? Can it be both?
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean the reception or whatever, the limited feedback that I've gotten hasn't been bad, but I definitely I don't know if everything we put out thus far is totally reflective of the entire album. Like we try not we did I wasn't trying to make an album of jingles, Like so I think people will be pleased once the whole thing is dropped is the same point.
Right on. My camera is definitely froze. I can hear somebody calling me right now, so that's awesome. I love that for
Oh
me.
dang. I
Love
can hear
that for
you
me.
great
That's good.
and see
We're
you great
back.
now
We're
too.
back. We're back. We're back,
Nice.
baby. Uh, so with like those like shorter songs on the album though, so did you purposely go for that, or is that just kind of how the songs just turned out? You were like 60 seconds, I like this, I like how it is, and that's it. We're good. Like I don't want to do
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, a little column A, column B. I'm very much like from a philosophical perspective, like don't add shit for its own sake. Like if you don't need an intro riff or whatever, like there's no reason to abide by like more traditional song structures, especially when none of us have attention spans anymore. Like if
Right.
I feel like the song just warrants getting to the point, I'll definitely do it. But yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, I try to let my stuff like this is cliche and everyone who does this music thing says it, but like write themselves to the best of my
Yeah.
ability. And I definitely think the shorter ones are just something I kind of like vomited out. Um, the longer ones on the record, longer in quotes, because all of our songs are short as hell. Um, really like I feel like we maybe took a little bit more time with
Right. Yeah, that's fair. Like what, like longer, like, radio length,
like
3 minutes, 30
yeah,
seconds.
like 2 minutes and 40 seconds if you're lucky, that range.
Nice. I,
Yeah.
that's punk rock though, baby. I love a good song that's like just gets in, just fucking goes for it. Gun, run and gun.
That's always the shit that's appealed to me, Like I don't there's some bands that can pull off like the 4 to 5 minute thing. Like I mean,
Right.
a band like the Menzingers or whatever, their
Hmm.
songs don't feel 3.5, 4 minutes long to me
Right.
because they have my attention the whole time. That is
True.
not my skill set. Making stuff interesting for that long is just I think after a certain point playing music, you got to lean into your strengths, and I'm good at like getting my melodic idea across and not giving the listener anymore. I think that's the one thing I somewhat know how to do.
Right. I like a good song. It takes us it's a special skill set to write a captivating song over 5 minutes, you know? Like what I
One
think
that I don't possess.
I think, one of my favorite bands, it's okay if whatever people think, but like I fucking love Metallica and I think all their
Dude,
songs are so great. Um or
yeah.
like November Rain by Guns N' Roses. It's a masterpiece.
Sure, sure. I mean, yeah, we should probably dedicate another episode to just Metallica because man, did that band change my fucking life.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think it's an overreach to say there was a pretty not so great period of that band, but the fact that they're all still like 70 and just they're still the best band in the world
Yeah.
up there just fucking
They're
slaying.
they're not
Like,
even 70. Like I found out that I think they're only like 65, I think. Like
okay,
they're a bit younger
gotcha.
than I thought they were.
Well, still, for that age
D
to be doing what they're doing and writing what they are
and
now is
thrashing?
pretty
Yeah.
impressive. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great. They're the greatest band ever because they put out some of the worst music in the fucking world for 10
Hmm.
years and they're still the best band ever.
Yeah.
So,
And but
anyways,
they learned and they grew from it, you know?
maybe, I don't know. Maybe you're 100% right. I saw that documentary they put out in the early 2000s and it definitely kind of colored my view of all the guys in that band. But
Oh,
hey,
yeah, well,
regardless
yeah.
of what they
Dude,
learned,
some
they still
kind
have my backing.
some kind of monster. That
Hmm.
is such a cool thing though, like when you really like look at it because they fucking they put that out there. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy, man. Like that like they look like the biggest like fucking buttholes ever
Yeah, yeah,
on that like
and stupid.
yeah.
Like they
Yeah,
yeah, that's the
yeah,
crazy part about it. They
kinda, and
really morons actually. But hey, I I have nothing legitimately to say bad about that band.
no. But I mean, like, look, they got that massive amount of backlash, and then, like I said, I feel like they learned because immediately after that, they're like, all right, okay, sorry, sorry, and then they started putting out they did that Death Magnetic that came after it, and they still kind of had some of those fucked up drums, and people were
Yeah.
like, dude, fucking knock it off, and they never went back to that shit. They went, they only got thrashier.
Yeah, I at least find that with maybe with an exception or two, all of their releases have something redemptive about it. Like they're just great band.
Except for Saying Anger. I'm
You
not
really
gonna
think
lie.
so?
What is a good song? Give me one.
Oh man,
Like because like the two singles, like Saint Anger and Frantic, man, they're like okay-ish at best. At
all right.
best.
Listen, you're not wrong. Like I'm not gonna like disagree with you. I'm not a great debater. I
Uh,
totally any criticism of that record is 1000% warranted and valid. I think the biggest issue, with the exception of a song or two, it is obviously the production and the mixing on
right.
that record. But dude, I don't know, man. I still think some of those songs are badass.
Okay. That's fine. That's okay. You can
Unpopular opinion, but
that's
I
okay.
was watching some YouTube thing where some guy like recorded it properly, like
Yeah,
mixed it in a
I've
modern
seen a
sense,
bunch of those. Yeah.
and I'm like, this shit is awesome. So maybe it just wasn't the right approach in the studio or whatever. But yeah, I dig the title track, man. I think it's creepy and
I
it's different
think
for them.
I think if they went back and like re-recorded slash rewrote it, like we're like, okay, let's take these, let's put our now brains on,
Yeah,
let's spin this, let's fix it. I think that could be really, and I think they'd probably make something way cooler. But like a
yeah.
whole album, no solos, Kirk Hammett, get out of here.
No, hey, fair enough. All the criticism's valid. Maybe I'm just a
No,
Metallica.
you you're
I don't know
good.
what the word I'm looking for is, but yeah,
You're good. You like what you like. And And that's fair and that's okay. Okay. So let's get back to you though. Metallica, they don't need the press. They've got it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't think they need our support.
no, but you've toured the country, you've played some festivals, played with some legends in our scene, and almost the 10 years of being a band. What are some of your personal favorite moments?
I'd have to say, both times we've been to mainland Europe. I mean, it's just a
Crazy.
different mentality over there, and I feel and am so privileged to be able to do it. Because we're still obviously like really small band, and most of our shows are sparsely attended. Like we're just still trying to get after it and be present or whatever. But just the existential head trip of like, dude, I'm in fucking Europe right now. Like
Yeah.
that's just so yeah. You almost get emotional about it. Is because it's like, man, how and why am I here? So yeah, that's been the highlight for me is going really far from my home and playing these songs.
So where have you gotten to like perform in over in Europe? Like where are some of the places you went?
Germany
Hmm.
and Switzerland.
Dude,
Um,
cool.
I guess and maybe my German friends would have a different opinion about this. I count the UK as Europe, but it's
Is
definitely
it
a different
is it
pace over there. I guess they're
yeah,
not in the EU, but I make the distinction between
that's
mainland and not.
I guess I wouldn't I guess I would have assumed that the UK was also part of Europe. That's kind of what I think. England,
Yeah,
you know.
the mentality and the pace over there is definitely different than the rest of Europe for sure. You definitely know you're in the UK. But yeah, I mean, all just going really far, man, is always been the thing that keeps me excited. It's
The
just playing a
goal.
totally new place where you don't really know anybody.
That's cool. How does performing over in Europe, differ than playing over here? What's the crowd like?
Accommodations are a lot better. I'll tell you that. As far as like the crowd goes, people are just generally like more supportive of the arts.
Hmm.
And I mean, there's obvious exceptions, and that isn't to say there aren't plenty of cities in the U.S. that aren't super supportive of
Yeah.
bands, but I don't know, man. It just seems to have a little bit more like cultural relevance, and people go out and they want to see new bands, and much more about the live show. Whereas I feel like here there are other things about bands that maybe like hold more water, unfortunately.
Okay.
But yeah, like the live show is the thing over there for sure.
Nice. I have yet to have got to get over to Europe or the UK or anywhere over there, but that's a life bucket list goal.
Do it, man. Do it while you still can before we get nuked.
Eee. Yeah, I know. So the Carolyn, y'all describe yourself as sleep deprived punk trio. What's the story with that? What's that all about?
Yeah, a lot of the subject matter for well, really across the whole catalog, but especially our first record is just about sleep deprivation and just like, working those double shifts and not having a life outside of work. And
Hmm.
oftentimes that comes with, substance abuse and caffeine addiction and all those things. So I think the real reason we've continued to lean into it is because it's an oddly specific, obscure way to describe yourself. So I was just
Yeah,
like, yeah, put it out there. It's for questions like this is why we have that description.
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you know, I've been there. It's because you gotta try and set yourself apart. With thousands of bands out there.
Hmm.
What can we do to separate ourselves in any kind of capacity? I mean, on top of having awesome music, because once again, there's lots of bands that have awesome music. But it's like, how do I get out there? And I like the sleep deprived thing. I like a good little name for like what you sound like. Like there was a band we had, they call themselves Bubble Grunge.
Oh, that's cool.
A little poppy grunge, bubble grunge. I like it. You
I'm
know,
about it.
it gives you something to like. That's interesting. I'll see what that's all about.
See, we need a descriptor like that at least gives some insight in terms of like the sonic quality or whatever. I don't know that our current bio really does that, but we'll get there. Especially with AI on our side, we'll just
Mm.
fucking type prompt some shit and you tell me, chat,
Hey,
how we should
chat,
describe ourselves.
chat GPT, give me some info. What am I?
Yeah,
What am I?
I'm gonna do that as soon as this interview's over.
Just what am I?
Yeah, exactly. Just see what it comes back with. Well,
Who am I? So, as we've talked about the differences between, Europe and the States, talking, we'll go back to the States here. So, you guys are emerging from, a pretty strong Atlanta DIY scene. What's your take on the current state of, punk, emo, pop punk, like the underground in 2025?
in Atlanta specifically or
Yeah,
across the board?
sure. Either one, whatever you
Yeah,
prefer.
in Atlanta specifically, I feel like not a lot's changed, but I'm also like, like we still play with our peers and our friends that have been doing it forever, and it doesn't seem like a ton has changed other than like maybe our hairlines and our wrinkles. I wish I was maybe more like tapped into the house show scene in
Yeah.
Atlanta, but
Dude,
for better or for worse, sometimes you do get kind of pushed out of those things for
yeah.
myriad reasons. Age is not the least of them. Um, but in terms of just like the typical places that are really like kind to our sound, man, like it's also the same. I mean, just really vibrant. We're getting up to the tri-state area later in October, which I'm thrilled to go back to because those are really like the best shows for us.
Right on. So like it's a like it because there's lots of places, that have good scenes, have bad scenes. I don't really know a ton about the Atlanta scene. I do know that we were just talking to a band called Neutral Snap, who's out of New Orleans, and it's like, come on, what's the punk scene like there? Come on,
Well,
let's,
it's you'd be
you know,
surprised, man. Like just like the few times I've just been on there on vacation and stuff, like it's healthier than you would think, and they seem to have like a fairly like big folk punk scene there
yeah,
for whatever reason. So yeah, like I definitely think the South in general needs maybe not more credit, but more love in terms of touring bands that should come through more.
yeah. Because I remember touring and stuff, like, well, I remember touring obviously. Whenever we would tour, like you'll hit every fucking state except for like, Alabama, Georgia,
Sure, yeah.
Mississippi, you know, that whole like bottom little tail. It's just like just nothing there.
It's
Like,
it's rough. I mean, I'll be the first to admit it's rough, but it's not impossible. Like a good like when the shows are good, the shows are good.
hmm
I do many times wish we grew up in like Chicago or whatever because so much of our sound is informed by that particular scene. But
hmm
yeah, yeah, it's possible. We need to have a campaign or something to get more bands to actually stop here.
yeah, I'd love to travel down there. I mean, I think the only times I ever stopped in any of those states was Warp Tour.
Yeah, yeah, fair
Like
enough.
big
The
two.
worst Warp Tour dates of the whole thing because you're fucking
No,
baking.
no, 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 no,
You
no,
don't
no,
think so?
dude. Arizona, dude.
Fair.
Arizona, Arizona on Warp Tour was always like 120 degrees.
Super fair. I was there. I actually played an acoustic set in Mesa a few days ago, and it was bad. Don't get me wrong, but like 105 there feels like
Oh, it's
90
completely
here.
different. It's because
I don't
once
feel
again,
like I'm dying.
it's a dry heat.
Hmm.
Also another one of like my least favorite dates was always Florida because you're just fucking wet. You just go outside
Yeah,
and you're just fucking wet because it's so humid, you know?
it's
Like,
super fair. Florida is a whole different beast.
yeah.
I don't know how people live there full time. I mean, there's great places to play in Florida. Like
Yeah.
I love the state,
No,
but the
I'm
weather,
not
man,
I'm not
is just
saying
rough.
I'm not saying anything bad about like the state living there or playing there or anything, just for Warp Tour like purposes and a whole day outside festival in the summer, just fucking wet.
I would
Wet.
imagine it's probably the worst date for a Warped Tour date.
One
It's
of.
got to be.
Well, that it was either, like I said, it's either that or when we would do Arizona, because Arizona
Hmm.
was always later and it was so hot.
Hmm.
It was
So
day.
your band was on Warped Tour back in the day?
I didn't play on Warp Tour, but I was on Warp Tour with I used to work for a company called Plug Your Holes.
Oh,
They're a body
but
jewelry company.
oh, I was gonna say it was like a porn studio that was
Nope,
touring with
no.
Warped Tour. No, I'm
Body
fucking with
body jewelry.
you. No,
They're
that's cool.
still around, still thriving, kicking it, killing it.
Hopefully on the new Warped Tour dates, I haven't been paying much attention to.
I don't know. I don't know if they did or not. I guess I didn't ask. My best friend owns it, so and
Oh,
I had just hadn't thought about asking because I'm sure he was because he's been doing Warp Tour for like 20 years, something like that. I don't
mhm.
know. So, but I'm sure they're there. Wouldn't surprise me. Um, so what bands or artists would you say inspired you to like not just like inspires your music, but like to learn to play an instrument in the first place? Like what was just like, oh yeah, that's my shit. I want to do that.
Well, we were talking about one of them earlier. When I was coming up as a young lad or whatever, trying to figure out guitar. I mean, Metallica was such a huge
Yeah.
influence on me, just so melodic and riff oriented. But I quickly learned that I wasn't that talented
Yeah.
at music, so
Hmm.
that's kind of when I got into punk. So I don't know that like at a young age, it was all like the classic stuff. And Misfits were a huge influence on me.
Hmm.
And as I started to carve out more of like a songwriting like flavor or whatever. Alkaline Trio was a massive influence
Nice.
when I was a preteen and early teens. Just kind of starting to put my own songs together.
Oh yeah. What do you remember what the first song you ever like learned to play was?
Oh, that's a great question.
So I'm trying to
No
remember.
bullshit. I think it was Harvester of Sorrow by Metallica. Like, and it was like back in the day where you would have to like bring a CD to guitar lessons if you ever took those,
Oh, I
and they
did.
would
Yeah,
like
I did.
put it
Yeah.
in a boom box, and he would
And
listen
he would
back,
just
and we would
hmm
kind of like figure it out a little bit and write it on tablature. Um, yeah, if memory serves, I think that was the first like real like song that I learned.
funny enough, mine was Godsmack.
No shit.
I don't remember the name of the song, but the it was like the gin gin wah 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 gin gin wah.
Oh fuck.
I don't
I
mind you. See you today.
I'm doing the best I ever did.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah,
the
that
fuck.
song. Yeah.
Ah, dude, I don't remember it. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Especially like during the fucking Bush administration when they were on like Marines commercials and shit. Like when you're like 9 years old, Godsmack kind of rules.
Dude, Godsmack was that first album. I enjoyed it. You know, here's the thing. I'm not I'm not ashamed of this. Like, I still listen to new metal. Like, I love it. And butt rock is kind of fucking awesome sometimes. And I have
Be
changed a
be
lot.
specific with the latter. What constitutes butt rock?
I don't know. I think Godsmack is butt rock, but
They're like a
like,
weird intersection of new
like yeah,
metal
yeah.
and butt rock
Like they're
for
like
sure.
they're the radio rock, you know? Creed, Nickelback. God, I consider myself. I would say Godsmack is right in there, man. Uh,
Sure.
but like I've as I've grown into an adult, I don't care anymore. I'm free to say this. Nickelback kind of fucks. They're kind of good. I don't hate Nickelback. I used to be on
That's
the
a
like
stance.
I used to be hard into the fuck Nickelback. They suck, man. Ugh. But you know what? Nickelback or Creed with arms wide open, I'm in. I'm in, man.
Hey, respect. Um, I'll say this. The first like top 40 hit that Nickelback had, and I think Sum 41 covered it, ironically. Oh fuck, what is the name of the song? Not like you, say sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that single like kind of rules. Like
They
that song's great.
they
And then
don't
after that, I couldn't tell you anything.
they kind of have some pretty okay songs. Like I'm not sitting here being like, "Oh man, I'm done here. When we're done, I'm gonna go listen to so much Nickelback." But like if it comes on the radio, I'm not gonna be mad about it. Or if it like, if my Spotify DJ is like, "Hey, let's play some Nickelback." I'll be like, "Odd
All right.
choice. All right, but
You're
let's
not
go."
you're not gonna fight it.
No, I'm not gonna be mad about it.
But hey, honest to God, this is probably the most punk rock opinion I've ever heard.
Yeah, there's nothing more
Your
punk.
authentic self. There's
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
just
nothing more punk
band
than
like I'm
just
into it.
being yourself. And I just,
Exactly.
as I've gotten, like I said, as I've grown up, I just don't fucking care anymore. Because like, I cared when I was younger and like trying to be punk rock and trying to fit into some sort of mold. And it's just like, nah, I just like whatever now. I don't care. I'm not
No, I
scared.
mean, your brain develops. I mean, it happens to all of us. Once you
Yeah,
get hit 25, 26, I feel like if you're still elitist at that point, you're not doing yourself any favors.
right. You're
Um,
not, it's not gonna help
so
nothing.
yeah. And on the subject of new metal, dude, I still think Korn has written some of the best songs in that genre.
Dude,
I still love their music.
I just went and saw Limp Bizkit.
No, don't get me
Like,
started on that. My drummer fucking loves that band. It's legitimately his favorite band, like
dude,
unironically.
I have a Limp Bizkit shirt that I wear at least once a week.
Hey, respect. I just never thought I would see like people, and I'm not saying you do this and that there's anything wrong with it, but like defending Fred Durst's honor in 2025. Like that band got so much fucking shit for
Dude,
so long, and then
and
they reunite or whatever, and they're like, this is one of the most important bands that has shifted culture. I'm like,
right,
this
dude, it is.
what?
It's
That's
it's a
just a
it's a
head trip
shock.
for me.
Yeah,
It's like so strange.
I know. It's
I
it's
love West
insane,
Borland. Like I think
dude.
that band has like a lot of artistic merit or whatever. The songs aren't totally for me as a whole, but
West Borland
regardless.
West Borland's is a genius. Like
Oh, I love him.
he
Love
has
he's
too
great.
much going on in his brain. Like he is probably one of the most influential and creative guitar players of our generation, I would say.
And that's probably not an overreach. Like all of the music, like his riffs and stuff, I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah,
This gets me amped. It's they lose me at the vocals though.
and that's fine.
I've never gotten past
That's fine.
the vocals.
Yeah, the so when I went to go see him is when they're on the tour with Corey Feldman. I also have
What?
I also
They
have a
did a
Corey
tour with
Feldman.
him. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was the Loserville tour.
Why do I not know this
Dude,
happened?
it was
Oh, that's
amazing.
wild.
Dude,
That's money well spent.
I got myself a Corey Feldman shirt as well. Oh, man.
That's awesome.
Oh, that was a highlight. It was a huge highlight. And it's funny because I say recently, but it was 100% last summer. Like it was a year ago. It
Well,
was great.
that's awesome. I wish I could have caught a date.
Yeah, it was so fun. One of the funnest things I did all last year for sure. Um, one of the things I like to talk about that I haven't actually brought up on the show in a little bit, I don't think, um, is like how like promoting your own music and how social media works with that. So, like when it comes to social media and promoting your music, like what platform would you say brings you the most success?
It's a good question. I'm not totally sure. I'll say I'm most tapped into Instagram because
Yeah.
I feel like everything is kind of consolidated into one platform, whether you want to share like video stuff or obviously photos. But I use like the DMs like text messaging almost, just
Yeah, same.
whether it's like a peer being like, hey, do you have a spot we could crash or like come out to this or can't wait to see you? Like it's literally like just how I communicate with people in the music scene.
100%. I do the same thing. I mean, I I shoot people DMs all the time on Instagram. It's just kind of like same thing. I use it like texting. Um,
And I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice by not using other stuff, especially like Facebook, because like the groups still seem
yeah.
really lively, and
Hmm.
I just don't know how to navigate it too much. And whenever I pull it up, someone's like sharing a vaccines are bad for you post, and I'm like, what has this platform become?
Yeah.
Like, I'd get me off of this immediately. It's just
I mean,
everyone's like vomiting their politics on me.
it's definitely Boomerville, and
Yeah,
the
exactly. Someone's weird aunt posting shit.
so it's hard because I know like younger people are like Facebook's garbage. It's only for old people, and that's not true because they're on it too. A lot of them are. Not all of
Hmm.
them, but a lot of them are. And also like there's such a wide range of people that are still on Facebook, so by not utilizing it, you're missing out on a whole entire group of people that do still like your music and do still want to know about stuff, but like don't know, never did Instagram or don't know how to fucking use TikTok because some not everybody does it,
Hmm.
Um, because I have friends that don't I use TikTok. I use TikTok all the time. Um, and but I have people that are YouTube Reels people. I have people that are Instagram Reels people. I have Facebook Reels or whatever. It's like if you're not using them all, you're kind of missing people in all of them. And that's what sucks about, being in a band today is that you also have to be your own social media manager and content creator and songwriter and all of these things you just have to wear more hats. But
A
there's
100%. And some of the best like marketing advice that I've ever gotten is what you just espoused is like people are everywhere, so you have to be everywhere. And do I follow that advice? No. That's and I wish I could because like yeah, it just does eat up so much bandwidth. Like I wish I was like fluent in all these different
yeah.
platforms that I could really get the most out of them. And unfortunately, I've only had like moderate success or whatever at Instagram.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like I said, I think all social media platforms offer their own things. Like I love Instagram. I love Instagram more for the community. I feel like it is more positive than most other platforms. Facebook is direly negative. It is so politically charged. But it's also either super political or it's just fucking memes. It all depends
Hmm.
on like
What
what
corner
part,
you're in?
yeah, what
Yeah,
part of Facebook you're sitting on.
for sure.
And it's yeah, I mean Instagram can be they're all bad and negative, but like Facebook is great because it does have the groups, it's got the events things, and people
Hmm.
use those. I literally just put on our punk rock flea market, um, and our event page went crazy, and those people showed up.
For
It's
sure.
it's a great way to remind people because a lot of these people that go to events and stuff are on Facebook and are looking, for these events. Um, so that's a super great way of still promoting. Um, but yeah, Instagram's good for that. TikTok is good, or Instagram's good for community and communicating to people. I think you're going to get more out of building a community on Instagram than anything else. Twitter is for shit talking, and that's it. And I just don't know anybody else that uses any of the other platforms, at least not enough. It's still Twitter
Sure,
seems
yeah.
to be, yeah, I know Twitter is like Elon villain. It's like fuck the villain, and I get that, but that's still where millions of people are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you breaking down like the use cases for those platforms because I honestly didn't like think about like why I was maybe gravitating to one over the other, and now it makes perfect sense. It's like the people that keep up with whatever we're doing, like I'm literally talking to, and like
Hmm.
it's the same people that have been doing it for years, and maybe that's just why I've I've gravitated to that as much as I have. But you know what? I'll start talking more shit and be on Twitter.
Oh yeah. I'll follow you on Twitter if you're gonna shit
All right.
talk.
Oh, yeah, please, please. That'll be a thing. We'll have a fake beef going on. Be like,
We'll
pop punk
just
sucks.
yeah, we'll just
No, it
create.
doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Hey, you're a dick.
Hey, you are too. Also, Saint Anger is better than you.
No, yeah,
I'm not very good at
I
this.
mean it's probably true. Yeah, our beef can be like super childish
Or
and
just
really
new metal centric, just
yeah,
only about new metal bands.
very new metal centric.
I love it. It's a done deal.
I support this. All right. I got one more question before we go to a quick break. If you could give our listeners a piece of advice that you know now that you wish you knew when you were first starting your musical journey, what would that be?
Oh man, you're really putting me on the spot with that one.
I do. It's
Um,
this show
well,
could just be
kudos.
called The Spot.
Yeah, yeah. Kudos to you because that is an amazing question, and I'd probably say something that was of more value had I, you know, given it some more time. But
But if you
um,
have if you just kind of are on here and just kind of whatever comes off the cuff is going to be super genuine. And
um, don't. This is so vague, and like this is like the most like water is like lukewarm kind of fucking answer I could give you. But don't overthink stuff when you're
Mhm.
starting out. Like especially when it comes to like the either the writing or the recording process. Just get your stuff out there because
Right.
the longer you take doing that, the further behind you're going to be.
Totally. I think that's fantastic advice, and I very much agree. Um, a lot of people just get stuck in their head, um, or just don't think something's not good enough, and you never know. And it's like, and you know what? It might not be super great, and that's okay. Uh,
And that makes for a better story too.
yeah,
Like I think bands get really concerned with image and design and art and all these other things, and you have the road is long to figure out all that stuff, but just like make the songs the best you can.
yeah,
Like I think that's where all your bandwidth should go is just
yeah,
making the best songs you can at the time and putting them out there and try to avoid the bottlenecks on that front.
right. And it's okay to grow. Like it's okay to grow. You're
I hate
not,
our first releases. I really do. I'm
dude.
like borderline ashamed of them.
Oh, I'm so at this point in my life, like I said, I'm so free. I'm so free. I don't care anymore. Like I was just for our punk rock flea market, like I said, one of my best friends hung out. His name's Mike, and he used to play drums with me. And I am a hoarder uh of just everything I've done and things like that. Like, I mean, my house, like, not a hoarding house, but like, I have burnt CDs of like my first ever band and shit. Like when we're in high school, I've
Hmm.
got cassette tapes of practicing, uh, and shit like that. I just never let them go. I never recorded over and never threw them away. And you like over this last weekend, me and my buddy Mike, we were sitting in the car, and I'm like, dude, let's check out this fucking CD, man. Let's listen to this shit. We had a song, one of our hits, right? Our popular song. Well, it was called Purple Dogs in Underwear. And it's fucking bad. Like, it's so fucking embarrassingly bad that it's hilarious. And I love it so much. It's okay to make really, really shitty stuff. Because you can't grow if you don't try.
That's true. Yeah.
Just fucking do it. And if it sucks, cool, grow. Um, and another thing, like, don't be so fucking worried about taking your shit down. Like, because you've grown. That's okay. I mean, it's okay for people to see where you came from.
Yeah.
I've like one of my favorite things, or one of my things that I fucking used to love before people stopped doing it, was like early on in like even Napster days when you'd fucking download like random demos that weren't probably supposed to see the light of day. And like I loved those versions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I loved hearing like the progression. Like even when Green Day has been like their 20th anniversary or 30th or 35th. I don't remember what it is at this point, but they just released like something and they put a shit ton of demos on it. And you know what? I listened to every fucking song. There was like 40 songs, and I listened to all of it because I wanted to hear how that shit started.
Yeah,
You know,
fair enough.
people,
Yeah. I don't disagree with you either. I mean, I think the progression is part of it, and
yeah.
that's what people are here for.
Yeah, like don't be scared of someone hearing a bad song of yours. It's not gonna like it's okay.
I agree, and I appreciate other people saying that because I really used to think that there were really big implications for putting out stuff that was either you weren't satisfied with or crude or subpar or whatever. There was really not. It doesn't affect they're just fucking songs, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah.
I mean, I also once again, I also get both sides. Like I do get like if you especially if you're starting out and you're like, okay, well this is our sound now. I don't want to like but it's okay if you want to put that shit back up later for people to see where you came from.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, those are just my 2 cents because I know as a fan, as well as, a professional musician, I've seen both sides and I've done both sides. And as the fan, I think it's cool to see, like, to get to see that you sucked once too.
Yeah, for sure. And I also don't think there's this like expectation on behalf of anyone for like a band to knock it out of the park off the jump. You
Right.
know, like they don't, yeah, like I mean, most people will give you some grace, and if you're semi decent, people will
Hmm.
keep checking you out.
Right. And the thing is like, once again, like, if people get to see it, like, as a younger band, if I got to, like, when I heard Newfound Glory for the first time. They were one of my favorites, and like their album, like their self-titled album, sounds great. Hit or miss, perfect. Like, it's a great album. And after I heard that, I went and found like Nothing Gold Could Stay, and that one kind of stinks. And it's kind of like, dang, dude, that's cool. Like, they weren't always awesome, and I'm not awesome, so it gives me something to strive for.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Cool. With that, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with our next segment. How's it going, everybody? It's Patrick with Unsigned Pop Punk, and we partnered with G Fuel. And let me tell you, there's no more pop punk drink on the market right now. I don't care what you used to drink at. G Fuel keeps you energized, focused, and hydrated. I just picked up my favorite flavor, Blue Ice. If you go to gfuel.com right now and use code UnsignedPopPunk, you're going to save 20% off your entire order. This tub I have is only $35.99. Now, that may seem like a lot, but it's got 40 frickin' servings, which, if you think about it in can form, is like 89 cents a can. And they're always dropping new flavors and collabs with some of your favorite animes, video games, and movies. Head over to gfuel.com and check it out for yourself. Let us know what your favorite flavor is. And once again, don't forget to use our code UnsignedPopPunk at checkout to save 20% off your whole order. And we're back. Thanks so much for sticking around. It's time for everybody's favorite part of the show, food for thought segment. If you weren't hungry yet, you're gonna be now. So now I'm gonna hit before I actually jump into my questions. I'm gonna hit you with this, okay? At the start of the show, I was starting to, I wanted to talk about it because it was on my mind. But one of the things that I watch on TikTok, my favorite things, is watching people eat food. Look, not
100%.
not the ASMR or any of that, but like the food reviewers. So like Mr. Chime Time, Keith Lee, and Nick Metcalf. They're my favorite. They're my top three, right? And all three of them pretty recently, just went to Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm hard, and they were all three of them were hard pressed to find anything that was any good. Tell me about
Really?
this. Tell me about this. Is
Where?
this
Well, I have to have some more context. Where did they go?
dude, I don't remember. I didn't remember all the places. I just remember, especially Mr. Chime Time, because he is like he is the harder to please Keith Lee. He was not a fan of Atlanta.
Yeah, well, I'll be the first to admit I'm not familiar with these people like the vloggers or whatever that that are in my feed are just obscure. Like, hey, I was on vacation, I tried this, and they'll give you
Okay.
their little breakdown. Yeah, man. I mean, Buford Highway is awesome. You have all just food from all over the world.
Okay.
Just going into the city of Atlanta. So whether it's street food, fucking I don't know, Peruvian food, Vietnamese. Like I think you can find anything you want along Buford Highway. East Atlanta Village has great spots. I mean, it just kind of depends, but maybe the particular like like flavor of yeah, I don't know what these people like, but I mean,
So
obviously
for all these people, typically they go to they let their fans to be like, you gotta go here, like whatever is the top voted type things, like go
do you
here.
remember
You
any
got
of those places or no?
I don't
Okay.
remember offhand,
Okay.
unfortunately. I should have done my research, but
There's a lot of overrated shit in the city, I'll
I
tell you
didn't
that.
think about talking about this until we started talking, and that's when I was like,
Fair.
oh man. Um, but I know typically they'll go for like chicken spots and burger spots.
Okay, then you're in a great city. These people just went to the wrong place or they're fucking idiots. Either one. No, I mean we have a lot of great spots. I mean, especially wings. I mean, I know that's like trite and cliched about it about to say about Atlanta, but yeah, if that's your bag, you're gonna be in good shape.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things that when I was Googling, what Atlanta is known for is one of them is wings.
That's all there is. I mean, what else do you need? Yeah, I mean, the Bando is great. That's on the west side of town. Trap Wings is awesome. Um, yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, unless you just go to some like, not that there's anything wrong with this type of establishment, but some dive bar where it's like frozen and no one really gave a fuck. Like, I don't think you're gonna have bad wings in the city.
So if you like say I was coming through, right? And I really wanted some good fucking wings. What is your number one place you would send me?
That's tough. I mean, there's I mean, it's literally there's so many fucking places. A place that I just mentioned that I like to go to like for the novelty or whatever because they have some like crazy things on the menu. It is the Bando. Is it frozen? Maybe. I don't know, but they have like just absurd flavors that are awesome. Like the strawberry heat is great. They have something called crack wings where they put powdered sugar on it, which is I mean, that's I don't know. If you don't like that, man, I don't know what to tell people. Like, sorry, Mr. Whoever that posted something negative on TikTok, but
Uh, I was trying to see if I could Google it really quick.
they might not even, I don't even know if they're in business anymore. I used to follow them religiously on social media, but yeah, it's west side of town, and I just thought it was a really it's they branded itself as like a museum as well. It was just a really unique spot.
Okay, so for Mr. Chime Time, at least this is what the AI overview is telling me about. Old Lady Gang.
That's a
So,
place.
yeah, said it was
Okay,
overpriced and ridiculous. Collard Green Cafe,
haven't been to either of these spots.
Heirloom Market Barbecue.
Yeah, I thought Heirloom their wings were pretty good. I wasn't really a fan of too much else on the menu.
Okay.
But I would give Heirloom a positive review.
Okay,
Just me.
he said it was the worst barbecue in Atlanta and garbage.
Yeah, as far as like the pulled pork and all that other stuff goes, I wasn't like super impressed, but I thought the wings were decent.
Okay, let's see. Who's Got Soul Southern Cafe?
Sounds familiar. It sounds like it could be any place on any intersection,
It
so
was
maybe I've been
In
there.
Lawrenceville, apparently.
That's like 30 to an hour north of the
Yeah.
city. So that's maybe explains that.
All right. Or the Busy Bee Cafe.
I've heard good things about Busy Bee. Haven't been there.
Okay. He said the place had fallen off so bad, apparently. Correct.
Mm.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Uh,
No,
I
fair enough.
I I love him. He does have a lot of opinions though. And that's why I like him because he's
There's nothing wrong with that. There's
and
nothing
I
wrong with that.
because my thing is like it what if he fucking likes something, I'm like, holy shit, that's got to be insane then.
Yeah. Hey, I get it. He might have just went to the Creed of Wings that day. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. All right. But my question, so one of the things Georgia is clearly known for, peaches, baby, right? Now,
Undeservedly.
here
We have shitty peaches. I don't know
okay.
why.
This is kind of perfect then, all right? Peaches. What's the most overrated peach anything?
Uh, Probably the most overrated peach item is a peach. I just don't.
You don't like
Peaches,
peaches?
fuck no. Like peach daiquiri is fine, I guess, but like
What
here's
about like a good old Bellini peach tea?
no,
No, fuck that. Get
no
that shit
need.
out.
I just don't need it. I've never craved that particular taste.
I
Peaches can go to hell.
I have only so Bellini peach tea is like my favorite thing from Olive Garden.
Okay, I didn't
Uh
even know they served such a thing.
yeah, so at least up here, it's I always like to I get I don't go to Olive Garden very much, but the soup, salad, and wings, it's totally worth it. Not wings, soup, salad, breadsticks. We were talking about
Yeah.
wings. That's where it got me.
Well,
Uh,
the Olive Garden in the South, baby, we got wings at
Olive
ours. No,
Garden.
no,
But like
that'd be awesome though.
I would always get myself a Bellini peach tea. That was my jam.
All right, well, I'll have to try it.
I mean, it's been years now, at least two since I've been to Olive Garden.
Yeah, same actually. It's been before that it had probably been 10.
It's it's just not that impressive. I don't know. My wife, like, she's a good cook and she makes her own homemade Alfredo.
Mhm.
Why the fuck would I go to Olive Garden when I can have hers? Like,
No,
and
it's super fair.
I just think hers is so fucking good. But one of the things we did do once is she made her Alfredo, and I went to Olive Garden to get their breadsticks,
Ah,
and we brought
kind of a
those
little
home.
collab.
Yeah, we did
Nice.
a
Yeah.
little Tarnowski OG collab, and it was
Mm.
whew, that was real good.
Yeah, well, the one thing I'll say for that is I don't think Olive Garden is trying to impress anybody. They're
For
in
their
the
prices, they should be fucking impressing me.
okay, maybe it's been so long since I've been to Olive Garden. I remember that the part of their fucking model was like, hey, you get a lot for your money.
Yeah,
And again,
yeah,
we're in a totally different like landscape
right.
these days. But yeah, I don't know. And that's kind of how I would define our band. We're like the Olive Garden of pop punk bands. We're not trying to impress you. Just 1 minute songs. Get the fuck out of here.
1 minute, what in like 50 1 minute songs, you know?
Yeah, there you go. It's quantity. I'm a quantity guy. I don't give a goddamn about quality. So maybe this is why me and Mr. Chime are different.
Yeah. Uh, fair. That's fair. All right. So you talked to me a bit about what you like to do on tour. You like to I don't remember if that was pre-hitting record or not, but
Yeah, I think it was
you,
just
you
eating.
yeah,
Eating is the big thing.
you tour for the restaurants, right?
Fuck yeah. It's totally about hanging out with my two best friends in the world and finding the coolest place we can. Show's great, but if I find the best goddamn fucking pierogi in, I don't know, Tennessee, it's cool. Like, yeah. Uh, I don't know, man. We just, yeah, eating. I mean, I don't really know what there is to do in life. Music is obviously important to me, and eating. I mean, I have no other interests.
That's fair.
None at all.
All right. So every band that I've ever interviewed, they pretty much have their tour food staples. Um, what's the one gas station snack and drink that keeps you alive while you're on the road?
Uh, that's a great question. I'm going to cheat a little bit
Okay.
with drinks, plural. So it's either a Red Bull or a black coffee,
Okay.
regardless of the gas station. And then, not gonna lie, I don't know. I doubt you have them in your neck of the woods, but in the South we have Quick Trip, and I
Yeah.
love the pizza.
So now,
So that's
which kind of quick trip is it a QT or a quick with the
QT.
KW? Okay, yeah.
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 QT specifically.
Because you know about the northern, like the Midwest quick trip with the KW quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Not that at all.
And those are fine, but a QT is far superior.
QT is it's the Chick-fil-A of gas stations. I mean,
Dude,
they're literally greeting you. They roll out the red carpet, welcome
that
in.
that was the first place that I ever saw an energy drink on tap. They got that fucking Rooster Booster, baby.
Rooster Booster. I was about to say the same fucking shit. Hell yeah, baby. Raised rat in the South. Tell you
I
what, goddamn.
I love some Rooster Booster.
Dude, yeah, QT rules. You know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna do our album release show to fucking QT.
Dude, you should on top of a QT.
Wherever they'll have us. Just as long as I get my goddamn Rooster Booster and pizza.
Oh yeah. Dude, yeah, because I lived in Kansas City for like a year. And dude, QT, man. So
So where all they have them? I thought it was really specific to the Southeast, but maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, they're in Kansas City,
Okay.
Missouri.
All
So I
right.
think
Well, I'm glad.
it goes all the way up there.
Spreading our culture, I tell
I
you
think
what.
that the most northern QT I've ever seen is you start to see them in Iowa.
Oh,
In
wow.
like
I would have not
there's
imagined they would be up there. That's
I
crazy.
I know that there is one, at least there was the last time I drove through off of I-35. There is one in Des Moines.
Okay. Well, next time I'm in Des Moines,
QT
where I'm
baby.
going. Yeah. Probably one of the
QT.
only things there is to see.
So when you're getting your black coffee, are you preferring like a freshly brewed one, or do you want that this was made in the morning black sludge? Or is it
Yeah, man. When it comes to caffeine and alcohol, I'm really utilitarian. I'm not drinking that shit for the taste. Not at
sure?
all. It is just
Same.
it's to cure something or plug me into the matrix. So as far as freshness, I could give a motherfuck. I don't care.
I love it. That
Yeah.
I completely agree. When I drink, I'm drinking with a purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't drink very often, but when I do, if I like, me personally, I'm not gonna like come home like after a long day's work and be like, it sounds good, like a good one can of beer. Oh man, one can't just help mellow me out. Just no, no. If I am going to drink, I am looking to like remember little about my night. I am I'm
100%. Yeah.
I'm looking to party. And so if I'm gonna drink, I'm party time.
I agree. Well, it's either for me to like kind of either sedate myself, like I'm just
Yeah,
taking off the edge because I had a dog shit day, or it's that. But it's
yeah.
not like I couldn't like people who become mixologists and stuff, like more power to them. I'm
Yeah.
just not versed in that world. I'm never drinking some like craft cocktail for the taste to appreciate the nuances or whatever.
Nope.
It is for a specific reason.
hmm I have friends that are like, oh, whiskey. Oh, I just want a nice little just a little swig of whiskey. Fuck that. That yeah, but that's what
I'll
I
take
want.
7 swigs of the cheap shit.
I want a good fire in my throat. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking for.
I feel you, dog.
I think hard alcohol is just the grossest thing,
It's
personally.
pretty awful tasting, but
Yeah.
I feel more strong. I'm more averse to beer,
Yeah.
ironically. Like
Oh, really? Okay.
I think that tastes worse to me.
I it depends on see, like, I like hams. Hams is my beer of choice.
Okay, yeah. So you have correct opinions again. Like hams,
Mhm.
fucking like the cheap shit is
Yeah.
great. Like I love like dad beers all
Yeah.
day long. But like this IPA or triple
No.
stout
Mm-mm.
birthday cake, whatever the
No.
no,
Shit gives me the
It's
cricks. Can't do it.
yeah, I think it's for yeah, I don't know. I'll stop talking now because I'll say a bunch of inflammatory bullshit. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's terrible. It's terrible and it shouldn't exist.
I
Fucking
just
shut
can't.
down your brewery.
I literally just can't drink any of that stuff without like getting the cricks. Like I can't take a sip
So
without being the
what
cricks or
does this word mean?
the cricks. That's where you get the
I don't
like
know
it's
if I've ever had that.
oh, it does it to me all the time where I'll
Okay.
take a drink and I'm like, ugh. Like
Okay. All
I
right.
can't drink it without like twitching.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Just that typical like, oh man, that was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I can drink a good old Hams plus 30 pack for $15. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, it's what I lived on in college, that in
Yeah.
Genesee.
Yeah, it's my jam.
Hmm.
Uh all right. What's next? Okay. Talking more about, living on the road and just life in general. But what's your go-to Taco Bell order?
Oh, it's just chicken quesadilla and a Baja Blast. I mean, is there another order? Like that's all there
Absolutely.
is, baby.
Absolutely. There's a
There,
lot.
there, oh man, I'm not gonna risk it with the ground beef adjacent. I
Oh,
think the chicken
ground.
is safe enough.
I love the
I
ground
was
beef.
yeah. I mean, I hear you, but I'm gonna pass on that and stick with either just a cheese quesadilla or a chicken quesadilla, extra fire sauce on the side, and yeah, Baja Blast. Honestly, I could just skip the meal and do the Baja Blast.
Baja Blast so good. The
So
Baja
goddamn good.
was like I get the cases, like a 12 pack of Baja Blast. But it's not as good as like the Baja Blast from their fountain. I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
why.
always better, and I mean maybe it's different where you live, but I don't really see the cases or like the liter. I mean, I don't really drink soda with that being the one exception anyway, but I don't really see them in the store very often.
We get them all the time. It's everywhere here, but we my family will only drink the zero sugar ones,
Mm,
mostly because, just trying to keep my kid from having the full on sugar ones, and I personally would rather eat my calories than drink them. And if I'm
100%.
and if I'm going to drink my calories, I would like it to be in alcohol form.
You and I are a lot alike.
All right. Last food for thought question here. This is our staple question. If
All
the
right.
Carolyn was a potato, what kind of potato would you be?
Mm, a great question. Yeah, I'm sure every member would have a different answer. Are you talking just like how it's prepared, like a dish?
It is literally however
Okay.
your brain wants to take it.
I guess I guess I'm gonna say either a loaded potato or
Mm.
maybe potato gratin because I'm a
Ooh,
highfalutin motherfucker.
dude, there's not
Uh,
enough people saying au gratin potatoes, man.
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna say that. That's
Mm,
us.
nice. Is there a reason or is it you just like it?
Really, just that. Actually, I'm gonna take it all back. I'm gonna say Waffle House hash browns,
Oh, hash
smothered, covered.
browns.
Yeah, I'm gonna say specifically from Waffle House, smothered, covered, and peppered. If you're familiar with that order.
I'm not, but that sounds delicious.
Yeah, so it's just slice of cheese, onions, and jalapeno.
Dude. And it's just literally a fucking craft slice of cheese. And
Yeah, a cheese adjacent thing.
I
Just
love when restaurants do that. They not
hmm
cr just plopping a good old craft slice on something doesn't get enough love, you know?
hmm
Uh there's something sloppy and special about it.
It's a very pop punk thing to do.
Yeah. I also like to make myself, this is super random, but it's speaking of the craft cheese. Um I call them like poor man nachos. And I always did this even as a kid, like, so I would just pour some chips on a plate and then I would just take Kraft cheese singles, plop them
Oh, I
down.
did that all the
Yeah,
time.
and
Yeah, yeah,
microwave it.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm surprised I haven't done that recently.
it's so good.
Yeah.
And then if you could pour a little hot sauce on there. You could do
hmm
whatever you want on top
Oh
of it,
yeah.
but.
that was dinner all the time, especially when my parents were working late. I mean,
Oh
that's
yeah.
kind of shit. Or just like one of those the brand Mission tortillas or whatever. I do the same shit.
Oh yeah. Just and just like a little microwave quesadilla.
Yeah, poor man quesadilla. That's
Dude,
right.
it's
Or
so
poor
good.
12-year-old in
Yeah.
my case.
My mom also used to get like from like Costco, well, or Sam's Club. We had Sam's Club. Um, but would always get the big ass boxes of waffles, frozen waffles. And my number one fat kid snack was I would put some on a plate and I would put one chocolate chip in each little syrup trap
Interesting.
and then I would microwave it and then I'll fold it up and eat it like a choco taco.
Yeah, that's kind of like some 4D chess shit going on. I might actually try that shit.
It's phenomenal. It
Dude,
was
pop
the last time I did
a
it.
gummy, and that sounds like what I need tonight.
Now, I said just a couple, that would be a lie. I did four every time. It was always four waffles.
How could you not? It sounds amazing.
It was it was a good time.
All right, I've learned a
Oh,
lot on this conversation today.
oh, hey man. I can help you. Just, you need some weird shit.
I can help you.
Shoot me a
Yeah,
DM.
I'm gonna
Well,
be like, hey, what should I do tonight?
what am I
What's
doing?
my
What
high
am I doing?
snack?
What am I doing tonight? Oh, let me tell you, buddy. Smack
You
Ramowitch. That's
thought
what you're doing.
poor man nachos was good. Try rich man. I don't know. I'm gonna stop this fucking bit right now.
Smack Ramowitch. That'll be your next one. All right. Well, that's it for a food for thought segment. Now it's time for rapid fire questions.
Friendships will be tested. Rapid fire questions.
All
Here,
right.
this is very easy. You're just gonna, speak from the heart, shoot from the hip. Whatever the first option is. Oh, wait. That's rewind that. Okay. Whatever the first thing that pops into your head, even if it's not one of the two options I present to you, you just you speak your truth.
Okay.
All right. Liquid Death or LaCroix?
Liquid Death.
Yeah. Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
Yeah. South Park or Family Guy?
South Park.
Dude, especially right now.
Hmm.
It's just killing it. We're going to go old school a little bit, a little mixture. MySpace or TikTok?
Zanga.
Zanga. Dang.
I'm old.
Did you use
Yeah,
Zanga?
man. Oh, of
Really?
course. Yeah.
Wow. I never did. That was kind of like Tumblr, wasn't it? It was like a journaling
Yeah, it
one.
was like a blog journal kind of
Blog.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never used any of the blogs. I tried
No.
Tumblr, I think, but Zanga, that's a deep cut.
Hmm.
All right. Speaking of deep cut, keeping it old school, drive through records or fueled by ramen?
Neither.
Neither.
Yeah, I mean, the real answer is drive through records, but like I don't hold them to any huge esteem. Like not for like, oh, that shit sucks. It just didn't really inform my taste as a kid too much. But I'll
Okay.
say drive through.
Okay. All right. Or vagrant.
Vagrant 100%.
Yeah. Um, Beanies or snapbacks?
Beanie.
Beanie. All right. Even in fucking Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't wear neither, but if I had to,
Okay.
beanie. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Darth Vader or Voldemort?
Vader. Easy, baby.
Easy. That's the right
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
Um, all right, here's the last one. I think this is gonna make you giggle. All right. I don't think these are a band. Either of these bands are probably particularly your cup of tea.
Try me.
But maybe.
All right.
Good Charlotte or Simple Plan?
Good Charlotte. And I'm actually a huge fucking Good Charlotte fan.
Nice, really?
So
I love
fuck
that.
fuck you, punk rockers,
Dude,
you real elitist motherfuckers. I think Good Charlotte rules.
I love it. I do as well, and I like
Yeah.
Simple Plan. Have you
I'll be
listened to
honest
the
though, the only thing I really know is Young and the Hopeless. I couldn't
that
name much else outside of that
that
record, but that I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's a
dude,
flawless fucking album.
agreed. That is a 10 out of 10 album.
Yeah. If you told me to name another song, I think I know The River because it had the Avenged Sevenfold dude in it, and that was
Yeah.
popular when I was in middle school.
M
But
Shadow, I
yeah,
think, right?
but I don't know any other Good Charlotte song. But Young and the Hopeless, I think I listened to that earlier this week.
Yeah, it's a great album. So I have um a video series on our YouTube called uh Ranked, where I go through and I've listened through bands' discographies. And I haven't actually like put it out yet but I did do Good Charlotte. And you know, it's a lot different than I remember it being. Like at
Hmm.
one point in time, I thought they went like really pop and stuff, but they never did. They really never did. Like they had a couple songs that were like poppier, but they were always full band, always like electric, and shit like that. They were
Hmm.
always as punk rock as they ever really were. And
Yeah, that's a good way
I
to
think
put it.
I think it's cool because I mean, even like, Young and Hopeless has a lot of like slower songs, you know, but they're still like just good Charlotte, and that's kind of carries over in all of their albums. I like, I would say for you, if you wanted to check out more good Charlotte, that's good. Their new album that just came out,
Oh, Motel or
Ducat,
Hotel Ducap or something. I was listening on the
it's
way to the
good.
airport. I was listening to a little bit of it. I didn't
Yeah,
hate it. I mean,
it's
again, I
good.
don't know any of the song titles because Spotify just
Yeah.
streams it for like does it all for you. But I thought it was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. But otherwise, Generation RX or Prescription, Generation Prescription, and Youth Authority are both really good albums.
Gotcha. I'll have to
I
check them out.
those were like my top three. Young and Hopeless obviously steals number one. I mean, anyone
That was
who doesn't think when I went into it, I was thinking it was gonna be Young and Hopeless and their self-titled like debut album. And
Mhm.
boy, did that debut album fall on my list.
So does that have the like the Waldorf song on
Yep.
it or whatever?
Worldwide or something.
Yeah, so I feel like our drummer really, really likes that one, and whenever he
Yeah.
plays it, I'm just like, I love you, man. This shit sucks. Like,
Or
I'm
like,
just not into it at all.
and their song like their first hit was like the Little Things.
Oh,
And
I
that
hate that song. I can't stand that song.
it's okay. They were just they were like nowadays that album is just so cringy. Like
Hmm.
it's cringy because they were like leaning into like doing like that like hip hop stuff too, where they're like, yeah, your boy, yeah.
And that explains why he likes Limp Bizkit so much. I hate all
Dude,
that like hype man shit
oh,
in rock music. I'm just like, why? Like, stop, knock it off.
good Charlotte. Like and they never did it again, but like they did it
Smart.
they did it so much on that first album. And that doesn't hold up. It's just so goofy and cringy.
Yeah.
It's a little redeeming qualities too if you like, if nostalgic factor, but the album didn't hold up for me.
Well, I mean, you can't blame them. I mean, people were wearing fucking chain wallets and
Oh yeah.
chokers back then, so
Yeah, I'm not doing that
it's all
still.
good. Good Charlotte.
No, it was great. I mean, and every year it was their debut album, so you
They
know.
were also probably still in their teens, I would have to imagine
Oh
at
yeah.
that point. So
Probably 17, 18, something like that.
I've done my equivalent of saying yeah in my songs. I've
Oh
done
yeah.
something just as bad
Oh yeah. We
multiple
all
times over.
we all have. Like I said, I wrote a song called Purple Dogs in Underwear, okay?
Kind of
It's
a bitchin' title though. It could have just been silence and be like, yeah, this song rules.
yeah. It's not. It doesn't. I promise. Well, shit, man. That's it. You did it. You finished the
Awesome.
podcast. Now, all that's left, give a little bit of a rundown. Uh, Let everybody know what you got going on, where they can find you, and what's next.
Yeah, man. So I want to say second week of October, we're doing a short run of shows with a band called Tired Radio from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Dear friends of ours, they're putting out a new record on Red Scare, and they were kind enough to have us on those shows. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. Handful of dates, including the fest in Gainesville, Florida, for the rest of the year. And
Festin.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So obviously stoked for that, and again to bring it back to this baby.
Oh yeah, bring it back.
Check it out. If you pre-order it, you're going to get it a month early. So everyone go to 59xrecords.com if you want and get it a month before everybody else.
Got to get it. Look, it's so beautiful. It's art. Get it.
Yeah, even if you hate the songs, I mean, you want that on your wall. Buy
Just
it right now, please.
hang it up. Get it.
Please.
Please. Thank you. Well, Andrew, thanks so much for hanging out with me today, man. This was awesome.
Yeah, it was super fun. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Everybody, make sure go check if you haven't yet and you're living under a rock, you haven't checked out the Carolyn yet. That's ridiculous. Go do it. You could find them streaming on anywhere you stream your tunes. Find them on the old Instagram because clearly that's Andrew's jam. So you can
100%.
find him there. Join that community. This has been another episode of the Unsigned Pop Punk Podcast. We'll see you all on Monday. Thank you so much for checking out the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, or follow button so you never miss an episode. And thank you to those who already are. Please rate and review the show to help the show be found by new people. And if you're in the position to help us grow, head on over to our website where you can find merch, our Patreon, and other ways that you can help at www.unsignedpoppunk.com. Let us know in the comments who else you'd like to see on the show and what other content you would like to see. Thank you so much for spending your time with us.